cops to the farm. I think there's a separate asylum for the special. Hey, there's Scorpion. Bum? What do you call him, bum? Gino's in the house. Hey, Gino, how are you? Ryan's in the house early. You guys are coming in early, man. Looks like Ryan's got his caps locks all screwed up. I do that all the time, Brian. My cap locks are always checked. Yeah, I decided to do a different map today. My mic is too low. Is it really? Is it still? Oh, great. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? My mic is too low. Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. I haven't done anything to it. All right, let's try that. How's that? Somebody give me an okay thumbs up or thumbs down. How's the sound? Still too low? Yeah, it's kind of fun, Gino. Thanks for sending it my way. I do have some issues with it, but that's okay. It's still workable. Is the sound better yet? That's better. Is it good or better? Just better. All right, much better. Much better. Is that good? Is that better than better? Much better is better than better. Better's good. Much better is better. Better. All right. Yeah, I've got some issues with the map, but then there are things I can live with. It's so far I haven't played it very much. I made a quick look at it. That was about it. Scorpion and I were kind of playing on it this morning a little bit. Phone's leaking. Somebody get a bucket. Alright, I had to take care of the phone. Sorry, guys. That should be taken care of. I forgot to tell Carol I was live streaming. It's my fault. Better butter. Oh, I forget. Lynn's got a monthly download limit. That would be terrible. Hey, Bald Eagle's in the house. There's that cat, Scorpion. Let me run over it. Whoa! I missed it. That's probably best. I'd get in trouble for running over a cat. So, yeah, here we are on the Moris land. It's kind of got some distinctive things about it. This is one thing that's kind of different. Let me show you this. If I can find it. Where are we at? God, my equipment's all bundled up there. Where's my equipment at? Here it is. All right. Okay, so this is weird. Oh, jeez. I'm stuck. Let me out. There. Let me get out of that. All right. These barns are weird. They're all over the place. They're kind of weird. Captain CJ's in the house. 200 gigabytes a month. That's it. Yes. Scorpion Alexa answer the phone. She was clear outside. I had no problems yet. The problems, Gino, on this map may be something to do with my Windows setup, because I can't find anything else. Scorpion and I, with the problems I had, we went through a list, and I took out all the mods that he didn't have because he was having absolutely no trouble with Courseplay. I can't get Courseplay to work on this. What happens is, as soon as I start using Courseplay, the game freezes up for 14 seconds, and then it unfreezes for 5 seconds, and then freezes up again for 14 seconds and 5 seconds, and it's just unplayable. You can't play it. Bald Eagle's on vacation? That's cool. So anyway, but these things are cool. Watch this. I'll show you something. Okay, so I've got a front end loader and I've got a truck in here, right? So if I look at my, what am I looking at? My garage. If I look at my garage, you'll see I have 2 of these man trucks, right? And I have 1 of the front end loaders. Where is it? Where's my front end loader? There it is. I have 1 front end loader. Now watch this. When I close this door, they disappear. Boom. They're gone. And they're no longer in my garage. Notice I'm down to 1 truck and no front end loader. They are gone. Isn't that weird? So now, if I get out of this and I open it back up, there they are again. The only thing I can figure is that he did that so that, because the more equipment you get on a farm, the more lag you're going to get if you have a weaker computer. So every one of the places on the farm have these things, so if you're not using a piece of equipment, you can put them in here and close the door and they're out of your inventory. Isn't that strange? That is just really kind of strange. But anyway, there you go. Let me get back out the field. Grandson's holiday and wish everything is paid for. Oh. It's my grandson's holiday wish that everything is paid for. Yeah, Gino doesn't use Courseplay. No, I do use a lot of Courseplay. But the main reason I do is from the recording. So that I can get some work done, you know, without having to do it all by myself. So that you're not watching me drive this combine around for 24 hours. I kind of thought that what it was for. That's what it was for, Brian. It just made sense to me that that's the reason for that. I just thought it was kind of cool. I haven't seen that before. But anyway, so I had to take Courseplay out. I can't use it at all. And I don't know what's causing it. I'm thinking that there's something that has to do with Windows. I can't think of anything else. I took mods out. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what mod I took out, which one I left in. I could not use Courseplay. Alrighty, so we're going to do a little bit of farming on this map here. I need to get some things cleared up so that I can get some plowing done. Let me see, I need to do this field right here. So what I've been doing, since I can't play Courseplay, is I've been doing it the old-fashioned way and just hiring a worker. So let's whoop, not that one. Let's get this thing spread out here. Oh, there goes Alexa again. Quiet, Alexa, I'm busy. Alright, so I'm just going to start this field here. and we'll just hire somebody. Now, who'd we hire? Let's see who's working. Alan Myers is working the combine today. Who's working this one? James Rathwell. I haven't seen James for a while. Let's get a truck out. I'm heading back to the field with this one. Dinner time. Be back shortly. All right, Brian. But you just got here. Oh, I know. I'm a whiner. Scorpion and I found something interesting earlier this morning. Now watch this. Well, you can't see it because it's not nighttime. But in the nighttime when the lights come on, these little markers right here are lights and they blink. It's cooler than all get out. It's just really cool. Well, anyway, let's see. I need to go down to field number 10. I'm doing the hops down there. And since I took some of my mods out, some of my equipment went away. I was using some of the Western Star equipment down on the forestry area, and I lost those. So I've actually lost some equipment that I paid good money for because I took the mods out. I can probably put them back in then, now because I determined that they're not causing the problem. But I thought I'd just wait and see what ones I needed and which ones I didn't need. I had a bunch of mods in here I didn't really need. So you're going to have to watch me do some farming. I can't hire anybody. Well, I can hire people, but I can't use Courseplay. Fill me up, Buttercup. Alright, here's something Scorpion I found this morning. It's an underground parking. Yeah, you got parking in here, but there's an underground one. Now, I'd take you down there, but you have to close your eyes because there's a bunch of naked pictures. I'll try not to look at the naked pictures. Okay. I'm going to back in. I don't want to show naked pictures. But yeah, there's an underground parking here for some reason. And the walls, for some reason, are full of naked pictures. Naked pictures. So let's get out of here. I don't want to see any of them. Alright, we'll let that guy go. Let's see, what else did I need to be doing? Oh, let's see here. The onions are not ready yet, I don't think. Nope, they're 87%. We found these new Grim harvesters here. There's one for onions. There's one for each of everything, actually. They go fast. They go really fast. And they work really well. But there's a whole slew of them. You got one for sugar beets, one for red cabbage, one for potatoes, one for onions, one for lettuce, and one for carriage, and one for cabbage. So you got all of these. They are pretty cheap, though. They're only $50,000. And if you remember, the Grims used to sell for about $500,000. So that's quite a bit cheaper. All right, let's move over to, where did I leave that one? I had one of them, I thought, working. There I do. I have the sugar beet one working. It looks like he's full. Now, believe it or not, look at that. These things hold 200,000 tons of potatoes. How does that work? I didn't make these mods, and I didn't remod them. This is how they work. So, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. All right, let me grab this thing. This works really good with the Grims because it's real low profile. Okay, either you guys haven't chatting or my chat hasn't changed for about 15 minutes. Somebody needs to say something quick. Don't be shy. There we go. Scorpion's at it. 2 million, not 1,000. Oh, right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I always get that wrong because it's completely crazy. 2 million it holds. Where is it, though? It did over half the field in one go-round. Because I haven't picked potatoes up yet. I don't know. I don't have a trailer big enough to hold that much. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to get this guy, and I can't use course play. Boo! Bald eagle. I said, say something. Somebody. He said, boo. You scared me, buddy. Just call me Bob. Something. Because I asked somebody to say something. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Now, see, you got me confused because I could call him Just. I could call him Call. I could call him Me. Or I could call him Bob. But I'm thinking that usually you'll call him Bob. $800,000. Yeah, that's right. Lynn is using these. So how you doing, Bob? Glad to have you in the stream. Boy, that loads fast, doesn't it? Wow, it does load really fast. I didn't even have time to take a sip of my beer here. Nah, I got to figure out where to put the potatoes. I think the potatoes go in that that specialty one. Although I do have the multi-logger in that I use on other farms. But I think these go in this one over here. Boo Bob. Now, Bald Eagle, don't scare the guests. It's going to be an all-day job getting these potatoes off that harvester if it holds 2 million. Seriously. Well, one thing about it, this map's, since I can't use course play, going to be a lot more relaxing for me because I'm going to have to do everything myself. I'm not used to that. Andy's in the house. Hey, Andy, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I think that I got them from Lynn. Are you the one that told me about these Grims? I think Lynn told me about them. Yeah, there she goes. She confirmed it. So I'm blaming Lynn. If I get accused of cheating, it's not my fault. Lynn made me do it. Now that's funny. I might have to get a bigger set of trailers here. Diego Games is in the house. Hey Diego, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. I got quite the load on this thing. Slows it right down. There goes there goes Diego. High and by. It looks like James is nearly full. That's probably... Is James doing... who's doing the potatoes? Who's doing the potatoes? Nobody, because I don't have anybody running it. What? Because he's full, that's why. Let's put this guy in a category. Let's put him in 2 with the rest of the combines. Let's see. I need to get... Well, I can work on that later. I got too much to do. And I have to do it all by myself. Diego has to go sleep. Where are you from, Diego? Is it late for you? Oh, I know what happened. I was trying to think about what happened to my microphone because I didn't reset it. But I just remembered I got a new powered USB port system. The one I had before was 2.0, and I've got a new one for 3.0. And I took everything off my PC and put it back. Well, the microphone was one of those things, and it must have reset the volume sounds, or the levels, volume levels. Yeah, I remember that Arctic likes those Eagle 3555 mods. I've used a few of his. Or hers, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I shouldn't jump to conclusions, I guess. The train mod. Andy, is that you? You talking about yourself? Marcel's in the house. I don't verse to you. Anybody got translation? Yeah, don't stand out on the tracks if you have that train mod going. You'll get clobbered sure as heck. Man, I'm going to be picking up potatoes all day. Gino's got it covered. I don't have a link to it. I got it from a subscriber. If you want any of the mods that I've got, if you become a patron, you can download them directly from me. I got several hundred mods, and they're all remodded. Most of them I've remodded myself, and it was too hard to keep up with all the links because the links change, they get broken, mods get changed, mods move. It was taking me at least one full day a week to keep the links up. It was too much work, so I stopped doing it. I put them all on a OneDrive, and I offered those download from me for my patrons. And so if you become a patron, you can download any mods that I've got directly from me. Yeah, see, Lynn's got a link for you. She's the one that gave them to me. Getting run over by a train, that kind of reminds me of that old children's song about the peanut that sat on the tracks. Around the bend came number 10, choo choo peanut butter. I used to sing that to the kids when they were little. I don't even remember it anymore. I think it changed over the years to peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Peanut jelly with a baseball bat. I'm getting nowhere on these potatoes because I can't haul enough away to keep this guy moving. Oh, these aren't potatoes. These are sugar beets. My bad. For those of you that are interested, since I was talking about my patrons, I try to make it as easy as I can, and you can become a patron for as little as $1. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm not trying to make a living. I just appreciate a little bit of support, and the patrons I have given me more than that, so I appreciate them very much. And if you become a patron, you get to drive some of my equipment. If you notice, I've got one of my patrons, Alan Myers, is driving this combine. And this one's done. Wow, that didn't take long. So not only do you get to download my mods, oh, cuckoo, you get to play on the farm with me. Well, with me or for me, you get to drive my equipment and do the work for me. Niall, how are you? Thanks for joining the chat. All right, what do we have left? I've got field number 9 left. What's on it? Field number 9 has more sugar beets. Are you kidding? My goodness, how many sugar beets have we got? Ryan's in the house. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I was laughing earlier. I haven't seen John today. I was laughing earlier. I told Scorpion, I said, oh, well, you suppose that if I don't play Maverick that we won't see John today? And it's okay. I understand. It's not his map. But I was just kind of laughing. I thought it was funny. I'm going to double up on this guy here. So let me run to the other end, and I'll double up on this field here. I just thought it was funny. What combine isn't empty? It's not. Thanks. I didn't see that. Thank you. I'll take care of that right now. Oh, thanks, Gino. Yeah, I was wondering about that. That's why I said that. I kind of figured it did mean that, but, you know, it's... When I see something, I tend to say it before I get a chance to really kind of think it out or figure it out. I kind of figured that's what it was, but I didn't know for sure. I feel really, really bad because I had a person that sent me a web page that he made, and he took every German translation of any map that he could find and organized it perfectly on a web page so that I could quickly go to it and get any translation I needed instantly. And I lost the link to the web page, and I don't remember who it was that sent it to me, and I feel so bad because that was so nice a thing to do for me. It's not working. What? What? Anybody that's watched me for a long time, I have certain things I say because I can't remember stuff. I can't remember what the name of the mowing machine is, so I called it Enterprise because it looks like the USS Enterprise. It's got these two things on the side that look like nacelles, and this doesn't go here. I got to go to a different one. Anyway, one of the things I used to say all the time, I say cool bean all the time, and I'll say things like, if I get a drink, I'll say, what's the soup du jour? You know, what's the pop for today? Pardon me. Anyway, one of the things that I used to say quite a little bit was, what? Instead of what, I said, what? Well, I was watching Lynn one time. Lynn made a couple of videos. She was going to get into making YouTube videos. And I had to laugh because I kept hearing my little sayings in her videos. And then one day she said, what? And I called her out on it. It was funny. You had to be there. It was an inside joke. But it was pretty funny. Rudyisms, yeah. Way up north. Yeah, I've got these little things. Because I just, I name things. I just can't help it. I'm the same way with people. I can't remember people's names, so I have to associate them with things. Now, numbers, I was a mathematician. I know numbers. And so I can remember every license plate of every car I've ever had. But I can't remember people's names. So somebody would come in and I'd think, oh, that's the guy from Noah's Ark, because his name was Noah. I'd have to associate their name with something. Well, it's the same thing with the stupid equipment, You got the USS Enterprise and Thing 1 and Thing 2. That's what I call these things, because I can't remember what they're called. Grasshoppers. This is Thing 1 and Thing 2. Although I don't own Thing 2 in this one, but I'll have to buy another one. So I can call it Thing 2. How do you get out of here? I'm locked in. I was mowing, but this field is so big. Yes, just one trip down, I think I filled this thing. This is the reason I call it Thing. This thing's from outer space. It does some weird... I mean, what... How else would these blades just come shooting out of the wheels? That's crazy. Austin's in the house. Thanks for stopping by, Austin. Austin says sub. Every time I see that, Austin, when you said sub, every time I see that, I think of that silly Twilight movie. And they made a spoof of the Twilight movie into a commercial for cell bars. You know how some people don't get a good signal and they measure it by how many bars do you have? Well, it was a spoof of that movie where the vampire kid and the girl, Bella, are in the woods, and he's saying that he has to leave because he's got a different cell service than she has, and she doesn't get enough bars, and so he's going to have to leave her. And so when he leaves the forest, the girl turns around and looks up, and up on this little hill is one of the wolves, and he just looks at her and says, "Sup." It's just hilarious. You had to be there too. I don't know. It was funny to me anyway. Hey, Bill's in the house. Hello, Bill. Oh no, the troll is here. Hey, Bill, how's it going? Long time no hear. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, for those of you that don't know, Bill was in a hospital here a year or so ago, and Scorpion was good enough to cheer him up by sending him a nurse. And it just so happened that Bill likes dirty blondes, and so Scorpion sent him a dirty blonde nurse to take care of him. And ever since then, he's been asking me on the sly whether Lynn is blonde or not, and I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. I was going to say I know she's dirty, but I don't know if she has blonde hair. Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. She'll probably never talk to me again. Gaming for Life, how you doing? I'm glad you're doing good. How's your Sunday going? The simulator games is Polish. Bill, come on. Bill's gonna say, "Oh, it's all in my mind." Okay, Gaming for Life's doing really good. He's got all kinds of smiley faces. Is there any John Deere on the map? There is, but I haven't bought it yet. I just started this map, so I haven't bought all my equipment yet. But yes, let me show you what I got. I got all these John Deeres here. I got the 9R. I've got the 9RT. I've got the 9R over here without the tracks. I've got the 8RT, the 8R, the 7R. What else I got? I've got the 6R. Then I have some implements for them. My favorite sewing machine is, let me show you that. Well, before I show you that, I've got something that was in miscellaneous that's kind of cool. I haven't used this yet, though. Let me see if I can find it, if it's in here. I think it's in here. No, it's not in here. Scorpion, where's the tanks at? Those spare tanks that we were using. I think I left them in this folder. Well, I'll find those later. But this is my favorite seeder that I use. It's John Deere. I used to have a different one I used that was a case, but I like this one better now. Let me get this truck out of the way. This is not a John Deere, but this is my favorite truck. This is a Chevy Silverado 3500. I love this truck. Listen to it. Oh, man, that's sweet. Austin likes the color green, I guess. But, what about yellow? John Deere's are green and yellow. How come I can't hook up to this? Did I break? Oh, there it is. I just missed it. All right. Now, anyway, here's my cedar I like right here. I love this cedar. It's cool. This cedar's just like having a bow tie. Bow ties are cool. So anyway, I love this thing. It's really big. It's about 36 meters, and it works really well. I've got a Ram truck too. I just didn't put it in this playthrough yet. I think I've got a 250 Ram. Now wait a minute. I might have. Hang on. What is this one? This is it. This is a Dodge Ram right here. I just haven't bought it yet. It's a 2500 Dodge Ram. It's a cool one too. I like that one too. All right. Yeah, yellow too. Yellow goes with green. All right, I'm getting behind on the... Who cares for John Deere if you have a Fendt? Well, they're the same color. Unless you get a modded one. Yeah, I've been playing the Oregon map, but it doesn't look like Oregon to me, and I live here. Even though the guy says that he got it from Google Maps or whatever, it still doesn't look right to me. And it's not his fault. I'm not blaming the mod author, because we don't have trees like he's got here. Some of the trees he's got we don't have here, and it's not his fault. Giant just doesn't provide every tree for every place. Alrighty. Now I've got a little bit of grass going here. Go back and get some more. I gotta get those dang beets done. I didn't realize I had a second beet field. What's going on here? Let's get rid of this. I'm getting behind on my farming here. Gotta catch up. Play catch up. Well, I got a phone call today from family. I guys told you that next weekend is Labor Day for us. And, yeah, Bill's been here before. You haven't been where I live. Where I live is 9 out of 10 days it's raining. Anyway, got a phone call. We got company. I've got company coming. There's, I don't know if this thing holds any more than that other thing or not. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I think that little one holds more than this one, believe it or not. But anyway, growing up in my family, my immediate family, brothers and sisters, there were 12 of us. And we all have families now, so you can imagine how big a family reunion is. And so for some reason, my wife decided we always go to Eastern Washington, or not Eastern, Central Washington, where we're all from originally, and have our family reunions. Well, my wife happened to mention, well, why don't you come to the coast? And everybody said, that sounds like a good idea. We always go to the same place. It'd be nice to go to the ocean, especially since the weather's been 100 degrees all summer. So all of a sudden, I've got to host all these people in a week. So my wife and I have been working our tail off trying to get the house ready and getting, you know, the lawn taken care of and barbecues put together, sleeping arrangements, all that kind of stuff. And we're just exhausted. But I got a phone call today, and they started telling me who all's coming, so I decided, heck with it, I'm going to go make a live stream. That sounds easier. I only have one John Deere combine, and I took it out of my load order because I was trying to figure out where I had a mod conflict. Oh, crap. I'm not going to get advertising on this video now. I said the word conflict. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. I had a mod conflict, and I took a bunch of my mods out to see if it was causing problems. The John Deere combine was one of them, and so I haven't put it back in yet because I did that just before I started the live stream. So a good, I don't know, a good 20-25 mods that I usually have in this folder are gone because I took them out looking for a mod conflict, and I didn't put them back in. And it came down to the fact that I think I'm having problems with Windows and Courseplay on this particular map. Now, I've played every other map I've got without any trouble, but I'm having trouble with this map and Courseplay. It just won't work. The whole thing just freezes up on me. For 14 seconds, I timed it. 5 seconds, it's not frozen. 14 seconds, it is. 5 seconds, it's not. 14, it is. Impossible to play when it freezes up like that every 5 seconds. Now you see why I don't use this truck on this piece of equipment. The actual cab is too tall. And believe it or not, Austin, we don't see a lot of John Deeres. We do a lot of case tractors, a lot of international. We do have in Washington State, we have a lot of orchards, and we see a lot of Massey Fergusons because they're small profile. But we don't see a lot of John Deeres. There are some. I'll tell you where you see the John Deeres where I live in Oregon and Washington. Where you see John Deeres are in the lawn tractors, the lawnmowers. Everybody's got a John Deere lawnmower. Well, except for me. Mine is Sears, but I got a Craftsman. But we don't see a lot of John Deere tractors. Upper Mississippi, I started playing that one. I got a couple videos out on that one. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool, but then I saw this one. I liked it too. So currently I'm playing Well, I just started this one, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I'm playing. I'm playing currently Maverick and Upper Mississippi. Not to be confused with Missouri. I got confused because Missouri's name is Missouri River Bottom, and then the other one's Mississippi River Valley. I got a little bit confused. Got them mixed up there once. Well, there's no doubt, Austin, they're good equipment, but we just don't have them all that much here. We have some. There's a lot of John Deere out there. Don't get me wrong, but mostly you'll see Case and International, and you know, those kind of tractors, equipment, and that kind of thing. Let me get back to this guy. Oh, geez. All right, I got to get back to the other field. Get that combine going. I hate not having course play. I can't get anything done. So is everybody back in school? Our school doesn't start till next week here, but it went clear to June 15th, so the kids only got 2.5 months of vacation. Right, this is not the field I was on. Was it field 10? Yeah, I was picking up straw on this one. Oh, I left a piece of equipment out here. I got my corn header out there. This is 9. Let's see. Where are we at? Where am I? Not there. Where's field 10? I'm lost. Oh, it's up above. Yeah, you start on Tuesday? Yeah, that's when the kids here start, is Tuesday. Where's my combine? Where in the heck was I working? If it wasn't here. Field 3? Is that where I was? I'm lost. Oh, I didn't know there was a grass field here. Well, that's cool. There's quite a bit of grass right here. Why doesn't your hammer work, Bill? What are you talking about? Talk to me, Bill. What's wrong? Okay, you still have it, it just doesn't work. Remember when we had that problem where nobody could ban anybody? Okay, this isn't it either. Where in the heck was I at? I guess I... Oh, dang it. What field is this? Field 11. Oh, man. Field 11. Where's field 11? Oh, jeez, I drove by it 20 times. Okay, you know what you guys need to do? You need to try to ban each other. Bill can ban Lynn, and Lynn can ban Bill. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And Scorpion probably went to eat, or he could ban... Anybody seen Jim today? I haven't seen Jim today. Okay, I missed it again. What in the heck am I doing? I'm really turned around. God. Hey, Wayne's in the house. How you doing, Wayne? I know, Andy. Andy's got the right of it. So much for a relaxing map. I get lost. Can't find anything. It's not my fault. It's 80 degrees outside. It's not really. What is it? Well, maybe it is 80 degrees. That's if it gets over 70, it's a scorcher for us. And for some reason today, we've got weather in the 80s, and it's tough here because we don't get warm weather. Nobody owns an air conditioner. We have air conditioning in our cars, but we don't have air conditioning in our homes. Are you talking about me, Bill? Two Austins? Where's the other Austin? Oh, I see that. Austin Dwyer. Hey, Austin, how are you? I'm sorry. I saw Austin, and I didn't see the last name. And I thought it was the other Austin, or I'd have said hello already. I'm doing great, Wayne. Just trying to get through the weekend. So far, so good. Let's see if we can fill this thing up. You know what? I'm going to have to probably run this thing into the next day because it's starting to get dark here. Although it's probably going to do it automatically here pretty quick. Thanks, Bald Eagle. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Take care and have a good night's sleep. I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. But that being said, it's hot in here. It's time for the soup du jour. And I'm back to 7-Up because I already drank my Mountain Dew today. Ah, that's cold and refreshing. Carol did break down and buy me some Mountain Dew, but she kind of relegated it to only one a day. I'm not supposed to have caffeine, so she's trying to take care of me. You don't want to go to school? What grade are you in, Austin? That's sunflowers. What you're seeing is sunflowers. Oh, Gino, you're just saying that because he's been coming into my live stream. And anybody that associate with me, I don't know. Well, the problem with John's map, the Mavericks, is he's getting ready to do a big update. When he does, I'm going to have to start a new... Uh-oh, sunflowers don't belong here. I'm going to have to start a new game save. And I've done a lot of work on that map. Kind of reminds me back in the day when I was playing Stevie's map. About every other day I had an update. I had to start a new game. Austin's in the 6th grade. I hate to tell you, Austin, but you got 5 or 6 more years to go. Oh, wait a minute. We got 2 Austins. One in the 6th and one's in the 8th. Yes, Austin, I am on a PC. I do play the game on an Xbox also. But when I do recording, I record off the PC. I don't record off the Xbox. I have an Xbox One S, and I have a PlayStation 4 Pro, and then I have 5 PCs that I'm using. And whoa, the lights came on. And I don't play consoles. I never have played consoles. I'm not very good at consoles, but I like to have them because there's other people that do play them, and if I can kind of test mods out on the other systems, so that if there's a mod that somebody has a question on, I can at least tell them that I know about it. See the lights blinking? Isn't that cool? All right, here comes the sun. Bunny, I have every single mod I have, which is about 200 or 300, on a OneDrive, Microsoft OneDrive, and they're accessible to my patrons. So anybody that's a patron of mine that supports my channel can download anything they want from me, because most of my mods are remodded. Most of them I remod myself. There's the sunshine. And again, I talked about this earlier. I don't like to advertise that much. I don't like to go out and sound like I'm begging for money on the patron thing, because I'm not. There's some people that like to support me. I appreciate that because it helps me buy equipment. And this is a very expensive proposition, YouTubing, if you do, good quality stuff as far as the equipment goes. So I spend a lot of money on equipment and games, and a lot of time. I spend anywhere from 5 to 8 hours a day doing this. And so I have a patron page, and for as little as $1 you can support me and have access to that OneDrive. Let me grab the stuff out of here. It just makes me feel bad kind of talking about it, because it's not like I'm doing it to make a living. I'm not a YouTuber that's trying to quit my job. I'm not trying to make a living doing this. It's just kind of nice to be able to get a little bit of support to help pay for the internet and the games and the equipment. I've got probably $5,000 or $6,000 worth of computer equipment, software, and that kind of stuff, and people are kind enough to try to help me support this, and I appreciate that. Lee's in the house. Finding a silage cutter on FS17 for PS4. Yeah, I can, but maybe after I get out of this. I have Austin Dwyer. I have done multiplayer. I have 3 servers. I don't have a lot of time to play it myself because I'm making videos almost every day. I don't do just farming. I make a lot of other different kinds of videos. As a matter of fact, I've only been doing this a couple years, and I've got over 2,500 videos on YouTube. So I'm a really busy guy. And so I don't have a lot of time for multiplayer, but I do have 3 servers. Let me start this guy off, see what he'll do. Okay, so that didn't work very good. Let's try this again. Oh, I've got the wrong header. No wonder. Let's get rid of this header. I know where the other one's at. So let's drop this. All right, now where did I see that header that I dropped off? It's on one of the fields. Doggone it, where did I see it? It's on one of these fields. Anybody remember what field I was on that had that header on it? Oh man, where was I? I think it's up here maybe. There it is. I knew it was on the edge of the field, but I couldn't remember which one. So I'm guessing that a lot of people are out vacationing right about now. Getting in that last week before school starts, the last week of Labor Day. It's always a busy time here in the States because a lot of people, well, for a lot of people, the week before Labor Day is the last week to get that vacation in before the kids have to go back to school. Now, some schools have already started. I know Scorpion's kids live in Texas, and they started last week. I guess I could have started in that corner, couldn't I have? Oh well, I'll get there. Yeah, I started a new Fallout 4 series. I've been recording for the last 3 days, I guess. And I'm not going to publish it for a while yet because I'm still busy doing a couple other playthroughs. I'm doing Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'm doing Horizon Zero Dawn, and I want to wait till I'm kind of done with those, or at least one of those, before I go back to Fallout 4. Who's driving this rig? Okay, we got Alan Myers on this rig. And I don't know who's doing this one because he's not full. Let's start him up again. Let's put somebody on this. Let's see. Who do we have? Josh Lennon is driving this combine. And we got Alan on that one. Alan's on both of these. Well, that's not fair. Let's give somebody else a turn here. It's all random, by the way. I don't have control over it. Okay, James Rathwell's driving this one. Wayne says he's logging on Emerald Valley. He's trying to clear the whole map, and he's going to take him 2 years. Need a dually Ford? I've got a dually Ford, Terry. Just didn't put it in this mod folder. Well, I did have it in this morning, but I was having some mod problems, so I took it out and I didn't get it back in before I started the live stream. But yes, I have a dually Ford 350. So, but right now I'm using the Silverado. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I've got a Silverado that I use right here. And it's pretty sweet. I need to buy some pigs. Now, when you start this map, you start off with sheep and cows, but you don't have any pigs. So I need to buy some pigs, and I can't recall where they're at. Let's see, where do you purchase the pigs? Everything's in German. I can't remember. Gino, do you remember where the pigs are? What field they're by? Let's see if Gino's still on here. He'd know. He's the one that sent me this map. I could find it. Let's see. There should be an icon for... There it is, way south. I see it. I see it. I see it. Let me go back. I'm going to land on the roof. See if I can cause any problems here. Oh, I missed the roof. That didn't look very good. All right. They're near the sheep, he says. All right. Well, then the place I was going wasn't the right place. That must be the place to actually sell them. Uh-oh. You're going to be in the way. All right, get him out of the way. Let's see, how's he doing? He's almost full. Where's my other truck? I got corn in this one, so let me empty the corn. I want to go buy some sheep. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have sheep. Pigs. I was talking about pigs. I'm always talking about pigs because I love bacon. Bacon goes on everything. You know what bacon is? Bacon to food is what duct tape is to the rest of life. If you have a roll of duct tape, you can do anything in the world. Duct tape's a marvelous thing. Well, for the food end of it, bacon is the thing. Unless you live in Canada. Canadians don't know what bacon is. They think it's a slab of ham. Sorry, Lynn. I'm going the wrong way again. Nobody noticed. Well, you might have, I don't know. I do that. What field is this, by the way? This is field 3. I need to get that guy going. One of my favorite pieces of equipment right here. The Big Bud Buster. Yeah, don't give up my day job, huh, Wayne? Yeah. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. All right. This is one of my favorite pieces of equipment, this Big Bud Buster here. It looks like James is full, so we got to go empty James out, but let's get some plowing done here. Let me get over a little bit. All right, we're going to hire somebody here and let this guy go 24 miles an hour. Shouldn't take him too long. And Daryl Walker. Daryl is on this. You guys all know Daryl. Daryl was on the last episode, and he, Daryl lives in the Philippines and works in Australia, so he spends about 90% of his time on an airplane. So he works 1 week and he's off 1 week. Interesting job he must have. So, let's see. Get this guy going. The Big Bud Killer. That's right, Bill. I fly about the same way I drive. You know, you don't get to drive like this in real life. So I drive the snot out of these things. It's not my fault that trees and lampposts jump out in front of you. Thank God you can run over the... oh, I've got hops in here. No wonder. It's a good thing you can run over the village zombies and not hurt them. Because I'd be in jail running over village zombies. Here we go. Now the hops go in the other one, so let's run down that way. I should run some of these hops to the brewery and get some beer going, but I think it takes more than beer though. For those of you that are playing this map, have you noticed that the railroad tracks you can drive right over? You don't get stuck on them like some maps. I like that. All right, back to field 11. Hi ho, it's off to work I go. Wayne, we probably did, but you have to remember I'm much older than he is, so I probably went to it long before he did. Okay, now we can pick up a little bit of soy or sunflower seeds. got everything straightened out. See, I depend on all this work being done by Courseplay, and I can't use Courseplay on this map. But that might not be a bad thing. I had to remod this thing. This thing only unloaded at a rate of 350. And it holds almost 60,000 tons. So at 350, it took about 10 minutes to unload one of those combines. So I went in and remodded it. I'm sorry, Evan, but I went in and remodded it. Evan is the mod author of that combine. I edited it to take out about 5,000 instead of 3,500. I mean 350. I boosted it up to about 5,000, so it unloads a little bit faster. And I don't think it's necessarily unreasonable, the speed that it unloads, considering how much it holds. All right, got that. Andy. Yeah, Andy, I know what you're thinking, Andy. Thank God he doesn't live in Great Britain or in England. Oh, by the way, Andy is from Scotland, but he lives in Devon. And I was watching a show. What was it? It was either the Father Brown mysteries or the Perot mysteries the other night, and I think it was Perot. And that night's mystery had to do with somebody that lived in Devon. And it's a beautiful place, if that was accurate. Does Devon have a lot of farming, Andy? Yeah, we'll head back. And this way. I love that the mod author gives you these great big marks, so you know that's where, if you have equipment transferred from the store to the farm, that's where it drops, right there on those great big marks. And I like this too. This is cool. All right, where'd my other combine go? I lost it. Are you kidding? Where is it? There it is. Whoa. That was weird. Andy lives in the city. Well, where do you get your food then? I'm just kidding, because you wouldn't believe how many Americans think that all food comes from the grocery store. We've had Americans where the farmers have had some laws passed that make it harder to farm, and the farmers do protests, or they try to get their opinion about the laws out into the public, and people will go crazy on them. People will say, well, we don't understand why these farmers have to take all this land up. Why can't they just get their food where other people get it from the grocery store? Seriously. There's a heck of a lot of people in America that don't know where their food comes from. It's unbelievable. Hey, Craig's in the house. Craig, you staying out late tonight, huh? Yeah, Craig's from across the pond, too. All right, let's go around and see what else we got. I got to get my... Oh, is he doing okay? He's doing okay, isn't he? I'm going to have to come and probably take up the corners and stuff, but It looks like he's doing okay. The big bud buster. Oh, I gotta get that guy going too again. All right, let's see. I was heading this way. Let's go up to the farm with this. I love this truck. It just sounds so sweet. Craig says he's a night owl. I'm not a night owl or a morning person. I'm kind of in between, and I got to have a nap halfway through. Where am I? I am... Oh. Hey, look, zombies. Town zombies. I haven't been in town yet. There are quite a few town zombies near. There's the spinnery. Oh. I'm out for a Sunday drive here, folks. There's the bakery. Look at, how'd you like to have a muffin that big? Wow. And it spins. Gotta love that. Hey, there's a Waffle House. You know, I don't use syrup on my waffles. I like to put, well, jelly, if you will. We have a berry that grows in Oregon. It's called a Marion berry. It's my favorite jelly. And that's what I use on my waffles. My wife puts strawberries and whipped cream on them, but that's too much for me. Yeah, Craig, go ahead. I might have 4 or 5 answers for you, but shoot. Right now, Gino said that the sheep is it's by the sheep. So we'll see. Where am I? Oh, that's not it. By the sheep. On the farm, Gino? That's where you buy your animals? An international tractor like that when I farm, 300 horse. What a piece of junk. worked on it more than it worked. Yeah. Oh, well, the FMS mod. All right. Craig's talking about the file mod shift, what is it? File mod switcher mod. And you don't need it if you're only playing 1 or 2 maps. If you're playing 20 or 25 like I am, then it's kind of important. Now I used to do it all manually myself, but I switched to using that mod and it's a lot easier for me. But what it does is it doesn't affect the game at all. It doesn't, you know, you just create a folder for your maps, and you create a folder for Maverick map, and you create a folder for say this map, and you create one for Don Diego. And what you do though is after you make those mod folders, you take only the mods that you want to use on that map, and you put it in that folder. The only thing that the mod does that you're talking about, the only thing it does is it's a pointer that points the game to that folder. So when you open up this mod, it's got a bunch of buttons in it. You take the first button and you call it Maverick, and then you make that button point to that folder that you made that has the Maverick farm in it and all the mods you want to play on Maverick. And it just, all it does is it points the game to that folder. So you click on Maverick, and then when you start your game knows that the mods that it wants are in that folder, and it pulls that folder out and you get to play Maverick. Now if you want to play a different map, you create another button, you call it Don Diego, you put Don Diego and all the mods in it, and you name that button Don Diego, so that before you start the game, you click on Don Diego button, then you start the game, and the game knows that the mods you want are in the Don Diego folder. That's all that thing does. So the folders that you create, the Don Diego folder, the Maverick folder, they can be any place on your computer because they're not part of the game. They're not tied to the game at all, except for that pointer. You know, I would call it a shortcut if you're talking computer terminology. It creates a shortcut so that Farm Simulator 17 knows where to go get the mods for Maverick. So it doesn't matter where you put it. But if you're only playing one or two farms, you don't really need it. But when Craig talks about using it to stop some of the mod conflicts, where most of the mod conflicts conflicts happen in that case is from the map itself. So if you have Maverick and say Don Diego again, if those are the two that you're playing, there may be some mods that are built into the map, and both of those two maps may have similar mods or the same mod. So now if you have Don Diego and Maverick in the same mod folder and they have similar mods or the same mods in them, you're more than likely to have some kind of mod conflict. So it's best to separate those out. That's all that thing does. And I did a tutorial on it. It's actually pretty easy to do. Have you tried to use it at all, Craig? Wow, there's quite a bit on the end there. I might have to get that. This map does have a few small issues on the fields, in that the field boundaries are off a little bit. It's not a game killer or anything like that. It's just a little bit different. Yeah, for those of you that are having trouble with that mod, I did make a mod. I did make a tutorial. Okay, well, you have to install the mod. Yeah, you've got to install it. Which I didn't show you. I didn't show you that part. I only showed you how to use it. Maybe I need to revise the tutorial, because I didn't show you how to put the thing in your computer. I only showed you how to use it once you had the mod. The main thing you have to realize about Farm Sim 17 and a lot of other games that allow you to use mods, there's only one mod folder, and all your mods go in it. Now the problem with that is when you start stacking all the mods up, you're gonna have certain mods that do similar things, and they may affect another mod that does the same thing. So in this case, that's what you're doing. You're separating all those mods into different folders. You know, for example, this particular map that I'm playing right here, I've only got about, I don't know, 20 mods in it or so. Well, on Maverick, I've got something like almost 100 mods in Maverick. But I don't use them all, so I don't keep them in the folder. Where'd my truck go? I'm lost again. There it is. No, you don't have to. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. But yes, you have to install it first. Because it's not really a mod per se. It's actually a little program. All right, now let me grab this guy. Get down here. Anyway, anybody else is having trouble with that mod? It's you know, if you're only playing 1 or 2 maps, it's not a big deal, really. It could be if you have a mod conflict, but you got to remember I'm playing about 25 different maps at any one time, and yeah, it's a problem for me. I have to keep those mods separated. Hey, there's Red Devil. Thanks for stopping in. Well, I'm glad you were able to use it. It works really well, really. Well, let's just put it this way. It does what it's advertised to do. Right, I got plenty of sunflower seeds now, so I wonder if I shouldn't put some of these sunflower seeds in the pig mixer. Where's the pig mixer at? I think it's down. Are they down here? Yeah, I think they're down here. Oh, there's the compost machine. No, they're not here. They're on the other end. I know where they're at. They're clear on the other end, where the silo is for this. Yeah, I understand that, Red Devil. It is a pain, but you know what? Once you get it done, it becomes a lot easier. Once you've got it done, then from then on, you can keep up with it. It's that initial, taking 400 mods, it's the initial work of separating them and putting them in different folders. But the important thing about the folder isn't necessarily the tractors and the combines. It's the map itself. It's the map itself that causes a lot of the conflicts, because you never know what the mod author is going to do as far as placing mods directly in the map that will conflict with other mods that you might want to use. That's where the big bugaboo happens. And let's see, which sunflowers? Is that the middle one? Sunflowers? That, yeah. Sunflowers is the middle one. Hey, Haas is in the house. Thanks for stopping by there, Big Haas. Appreciate it. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I've Gino. Yeah, save games. Yeah, I've got mine are chuck full. I have to switch mine out all the time because, like I said, I'm playing about 25 different maps, and there's only room for 20 of them. Hey, Haas, are you guys getting any weather like Texas is getting? I never look at the news, so I have no idea. Hey, I've got pig food. I didn't know that. Hops, carrots, onions. Don't have any of those. I've got an onion field, but it's not ripe yet. I'll have to go check and see if it did ripen overnight. I want... Where's my... Oh, they're not in here. They're not in here. Sunflower seeds are in the other one. So, are you getting ready to take a break, Haas? Get all that work done? Clear skies down there. We finally, after all summer here, we finally got some sunshine this week. It's been a long, dreary summer. Cold. It's never got over 60 degrees all summer. And we finally have got some 70-degree weather this week. It's been nice. There's the sunflowers. Yeah, Haas, you get those maps done, you'll have to just relax and enjoy playing the game for a while. Haas is a very busy man. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Oh, I jackknifed it. Yeah, I did. I think I went the wrong way. Gino says Texas has a water problem, and Dutch warned them about it. That it's not their fault, Gino. They just couldn't figure out where to put the dike to put their finger in. The Texans don't know what a dike is. I actually have a dike right behind my house. I live right on the ocean, and we're at sea level, so there's a big dike behind my house to kind of keep the waves from coming in too high on us. And during storms, it's interesting. We have storms that any place else would call a hurricane, and we just call it a normal winter storm. Anthead's in the house. Hey, Anthead, thanks for stopping by. Haven't seen you in a while. I don't know how much these mixers take. Oh, I'm stuck inside the truck. Oh, I can't see the counter. There's a sign in front of it. 177. I bet it takes 200. That's my guess. Let's go see. I'll get some more. And we can wash potatoes too. I got some potatoes I can wash. Thank you, Haas. I appreciate it. Oh, Wayne says they have dikes in Texas. I think I knew that. I just was teasing. Wayne. Sorry, Wayne. You know he meant it. He typed it all in caps. There was a movie I watched one time. It's called Bite the Bullet. And this kid is racing a horse across the desert, and he runs it till it dies. His horse just dies. of the heat and no water and that kind of stuff. And Gene Hackman is a cowboy that loves horses, and he comes riding up and he throws the shovel down and he tells this kid to bury the horse, and he says, bury that horse or something. I'm paraphrasing. And then he says it again. Well, there's a guy there that's running the race that they're on, and the kid looks up and says something about it after Gene Hackman rides away, and the guy on the motorcycle looks at this kid and this horse in the sand, and he says, he must have meant it. He said it twice. And I always remember that. It's just really funny, at least to me. Uh-oh, who's that, Anthead? Gene Hackman's great. I liked him as Popeye Doyle. He played a good part in that movie. They're called levees. They got what they call levees, which would be what you're talking about, Wayne. They got a lot of those in New Orleans. I've seen a lot of those in New Orleans. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to check. Did that take all of my... This mixing station might be bigger than I thought. Oh, it is. I wonder how big it really is. I gotta go check my combines, though. Oh, these guys are sitting there waiting for me to do something, aren't they? Are you sure, Anthead, you weren't watching one of my old videos? I hate to say it, but my videos sound just like my live streams. I don't know why, but they kind of do. Now, this is the second or third day. Do onions take that long to grow? It's been 87% for 3 days now. Yes, he was in that, Craig. Yeah, Gene Hackman, he's very versatile, too. Popeye Doyle, The French Connection, that's right, Anthead. He's very versatile, too. One of my favorite Gene Hackman movies is a completely different character for him in that it's a comedy. He plays with, oh gosh, what's the guy that did, Aykroyd, Dan Aykroyd. He plays with Dan Aykroyd in a movie called Loose Cannon. And Aykroyd plays a crazy guy. He's just, they call him Loose Cannon because you never know what he's going to do. He'll be completely normal and then all of a sudden go crazy. And his dad is like the chief of police or something. And so he partners him up with Gene Hackman, who's a veteran cop. And the rest of the movie, they're going around and Gene Hackman's just trying to get along with this kid he got sacked with, you know. And I guess I'm out of sunflower seeds. Yeah, it's just hilarious. It's a really funny movie. And Gene Hackman does a very good part in it. Really? Is that right, Gino? All right. You know, I didn't look at that part. Okay, it tells me that that I'm able to remove the tops. So you're right, Gino. Thanks. I just didn't look at the rest of that mod there. And thank God the mod author took the collision off of these things. Because had he not, I would have. Hunter's in the house. Hey Hunter, thanks for stopping by. Alright, now this has got onions in it, but you may be wondering what these poles and cables are for. This is a hop field. Now, we grow a lot of hops in Washington State. And this is exactly how a hop field looks. They're actually like giant vineyard. And that's exactly how they look. Yeah. I don't know why, but I sound the same in both of them. I don't know what's going on with that. It's my favorite tractor, guys. Big Bud Killer. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, what happened here? I love this plow too, but the plow does not flex as well as I would like. And sometimes I don't know what happens. I think in this case it's the field itself. Yeah, thank you, Hunter. I really appreciate it more than you know. Yeah, Gene Hackman, he's good actor. Good actor. Good professional actor too. Very versatile. I loved him. I even loved him in Superman. The Superman movie. He plays Lex Luthor. He's hilarious in that movie. There's a part in where Gene Hackman has a part in Superman where he's talking about his dad, and he's talking about real estate. He says, my dad told me, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember it word for word, but he says, my dad told me there's 2 or 3 things in life that are important, you know, blah, 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 real estate, and people are no damn good. And I always remember that because of the part where he says, and remember, people are no damn good. You know who's good in that movie, along with him, is the guy that played in that movie with Burt Reynolds, and that plays Lex Luthor's sidekick, Otis. Can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but he's pretty good. Oh, thanks, Gino. But I don't think it's the mod author. I really think it might have to do with Windows. There's certain mods that Windows has a problem with, and I really am not sure whether it's the map or not, but it might not hurt to ask him. What? Evan Troll? Hey, Evan. How you doing, buddy? I love your combine, Evan. Yes, Mr. Luther. What the heck was that guy's name? I just can't think of it. But yeah, Evan, I love your combine, buddy. What else do I need to do? Let's see, what's field 2 looking like? Josh Lennon is up there working all by himself in field number 2. And he's just waiting for me to come back with a truck and a trailer, which happens to be full. Ned Beatty, there you go. I'm doing great, Evan. Yeah, I got a couple of your combines. Your combine happens to be my go-to combine now. Thanks for making it. I appreciate it. For those of you that don't know Evan, Evan is the mod author of this combine right here. Wackified. It's Wackified by Evan. So anyway, look at those. Look at those tires. Aren't they sweet? I just love it. I love this combine. It's really good. It holds about 59,000 units of whatever you want to put in it. And it's got these sweet tires on it. And watch this. It goes like a bat out of hell for a combine. Look at that. Now, even though it goes that fast, when it's on the field, it handles really nice. It really does. It's a sweet combine. Yes, Deliverance was the other movie I was trying to think of. Thanks, Aunt. Yeah, well, you did a good job, Evan. I appreciate it. It's like I said, it's now my go-to combine. I'm going to run this back. Let me grab the header here while I'm here. Run this back to the farm. Hey, Cunning Oak is in the house. I didn't see you come in. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Go, Evan, go. Go, Evan, go. Yeah, Burt Reynolds. I really can't watch that movie. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it kind of grosses me out. Squeal like a pig. Oh, I shouldn't say it. Oh, I never did find out where to buy the animals. Let me get this out of the way here. I'm going to put this... I think it's cool that the mod author marks where to put your combine headers. Look at here. This is cool. It's like having a bow tie. Bow ties are cool. Look at this. He marks where the headers go. Isn't that sweet? Although there's not quite enough room to drop it there, but I can push that one out of the way a little bit. We'll drop this one here. I don't want to drop that. Let me drop that. This. Let me see if I can sneak out of here without too much. Oh. Whoa! You're going to get away from me. Yeah. I know. I know what you're saying. Hey, Dar's in the house. Hey, Dar, how you doing? How's it going, girl? How's your weekend? All right, let me drop this. Yeah, he didn't like that movie. He didn't like being in it either. But, hey, money's money, I guess. Alright, let's get out of that. Whoop, I left the engine running. Let me get that out of there. Okay, now, grass? Okay, grass. That must be... I still don't know where to buy the animals. I thought Gino said it was up here by the sheep, but... What's this? Grass. How'd they get grass in there? I didn't put any grass in there. Really? That must have been on the map when you got it. Okay, so that's the what's this? This is cattle. All right, I don't know where to buy the animals. I want to buy them and haul them myself. I don't want to buy them at the pen. Let me run down south because I have my speed boots on. Yeah, but Burt Reynolds was a big star, I guess, and Travolta was just Travolta. I call him John Revolting. I was never a big fan, although I did like him in Michael. Let's see. I'm going that way. Well, yeah, but you don't know what kind of state of mind he was in when they gave him the script. He might have been in his cups or something and thought it was a good idea at the time. All right, now, can I buy animals here? I think I can. This is Verkhoff. That means sale, doesn't it? So, what is this? This is your meat sales here. Is there a trigger here besides the sale one? Maybe there. Maybe that's it. That's it, isn't it? Let's see. Manufacture and delivery. Well, okay, fine. Manufacture, does that mean I can buy them there? Let me run and get a trailer and see. Phenomenon was pretty good, yeah. Isn't that where he's a psychic or something and he's looking for that lost kid? Is that one? It was okay. I didn't mind that one. I just am not a big Travolta fan. But then, I'm not a big celebrity person anyway. I think that most celebrities are overrated, per se. And what I mean by that is, I don't argue that actors and singers and songwriters aren't talented. And I think that a lot of them are very good at what they do, and I enjoy what they do. But I don't like all the media and all the hoopla and all the, oh my God, it's a celebrity, they're better than God. I'm going to walk across the street and just swoon over them. I'm not that kind of person. Because I know that most of the actors couldn't have done what I did for a living, and I'm no celebrity. They're just very good at pretending to be something they're not. That doesn't make them better than me, and it doesn't mean that they can get on TV and tell me how to vote or what to buy. They're no better than the rest of us. They just happen to be able to do something I can't do. I'm not an actor. That's not what I do. But then again, like I said, I would venture to say most actors couldn't do what I did for a living. So it takes all kinds to make the world go around. We had a lot of movies made where I live. Kindergarten Cop was made here. A couple of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was made here. That movie Short Circuit was made here. A bunch of movies we've got that have made in the area I live in Oregon. We're on the coast here. And I remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was here making Kindergarten Cop, and everybody was just going crazy. Oh, have you seen Arnold yet? I said, no. If he has a good movie, I'll spend my $7 and go see it. That's when I'll see him. But I don't have any interest in going over and see him in real life. He puts his pants on the same way I do. And I know I've had a lot of people get upset with me that, oh, but they're celebrities. They're special. No, they're not. They're not any more special than you and me. But anyway, that's just how I feel about it. Everybody has their own opinion. Well, Anthead, talking about directors can make a movie good or bad regardless of what actor's in it. So yeah, you're right. Directors make the movies. You can get some very, very good actors that turn out in bad movies. I bet he can't anymore. He's older than I am. Well, no, actually, he's not. I'm a lot older than he is. I think I'm in better shape than he is, though. Alrighty, let's see. And I can dance. Or I used to when I was young. Oh my God, I didn't know there was mud on this map. Oh my God, look what he did to my beautiful truck. Gino, you didn't tell me there was mud on this map. I'm gonna get stuck in here. Why do you have to put mud in where you're gonna have to log? Now let me see if I can get these. Can you get it cheaper if you have your trailer? Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to buy my pigs cheaper like you used to be able to do on every other map. Gino saves the day. So that's not it. I can't buy my pigs here. I want to buy my pigs here. I can't. It won't let me. I can sell bacon here. All right. I didn't know that, Gino. I didn't understand what you were saying. My bad. That's okay. Look, I got to find mud. God, I hope there's no mud in the fields. Camouflage. Yeah, camouflage. Yeah, I'll probably get myself in trouble now. I'm bad-mouthing actors, and I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I give them their due. They do things that I can't do, and I appreciate it. I spend a lot of money going to movies and watching actors. I just don't think that it should be put up on pedestals like they are. Most of them are dumb. They're just able to act like somebody they're not. All right, I really stepped in it now. Never mind. Forget anything I said. Bacon. Bacon. Did Lynn disappear? She went to do laundry. I don't know if she ever came back. She'd been awful quiet if she did. Blonde, but when you're younger. Well, that's one thing I can say. I still have all my hair, more than I need, I'll tell you. Anybody watch the TV show Cheers and know who Norm was? You know the kind of hair that Norm had, that like curly, wavy. It's curly, but it's also wavy. I've got hair just like Norm. And I've got a full head of it. I have no receding anything. And I'm thankful for that. Norm! That's right. Where everybody knows your name. Okay, so you guys have to remember that the chat is behind for me. There's a delay. So, tell me when I'm warm to where I need to be to buy animals. And Gino said it was close to the sheep, so am I getting close? Because I want to buy pigs is what I want to buy. Where's the pigs at? Pigs are down on the other end. All right. There's the straw. There's the feed. There's the water. Or I mean slurry. Okay, tell me where I'm getting close to the place there, Gino. George went. Yeah, that's right. He has a house in your old town? George Wendt does? All right. I'm waiting because I'm waiting for the chat to catch up. What did Andy say? Yes, Bill. Norm. Yes. Oh, that's right. Bye, guys. Andy's from Scotland, but he lives in England. And he told me one time that in his pub, he's the Norm of his pub. Wow, that's kind of strange, Anthead. Just where you put straw? Okay. I'll try it. Thanks, Gino. That's it, huh? Okay, now, the question is, do I need the truck to buy them? I'm going to load the truck up. I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm going to buy pigs. Okay, I'm going to load the truck up. I can't. It won't let me. Oh, come on. It won't let me buy pigs. I want to buy pigs. It just wants me to let me unload them. All right. What am I doing wrong? All right. So, do I have to go into the building? Is that what I have to do? Go back to the building? Yeah, no, that's not working. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Okay, maybe I'm not supposed to have the truck. Well, shoot. Now I have a truck I don't have a use for. I don't like that. I want to use my truck. Okay, can I buy pigs? Yeah, I don't need the truck. Oh, I want to use my truck. Oh well. Can't have everything. Life's not fair. Alright, so there, I got some pigs. Now, I need to get some pig food and stuff, but that might be a story for another day. Let's see, we've got 10 cows, 100 pigs, and 11 sheep. And I'm almost starving them. So, anyway, I tell you guys what, because I'm at the pen. Alright, well, I'll work it out later. I've been at it for a couple hours now, so I think I'm going to end the stream here. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I hope you had fun. If you did, come back to the next one. Give it a like if you did. Share it with a friend. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to. And I will see you back on some farm in the near future. So good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.